This is Inside Badger Football with head coach Trey Shucker. Financial support for Inside Badger Football comes from Turner & Turner, attorneys at law. Blake Bell of Edward Jones Investments. The accounting firm of Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler. Welch Funeral Home. Roger Wingfield of State Farm Insurance. Southern Bancorp. Chad Kesterson with Shelter Insurance. Southwest Sporting Goods. Taylor King and Associates. Mary and Martha's Florists and Gifts. Price and Company. Doctors Rob and Gary Rucker. Eccles, Thompson and Kneebone. EasyBins.com. And Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County. The host of Inside Badger Football is Preston Crowder.
Inside Badger Football with head coach Trey Shucker. Coach, thanks for being with us. It's playoff time. A big win last Friday, playing around for the 4A state playoffs.
Yep.
You guys are moving on to the first round now, coming up with a big 42-20 win over the Star City Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was our first, like you said, it was a play-in game. To us, it's the first round.
Yep.
Anytime we're playing, it was really good to have a first game at home, in the playoffs. I thought that was huge for our kids and our program to be able to play in front of our home crowd one last time.
Yep. And I think, talking about the Malvern game a little bit, I think a lot of people were surprised after that loss. A really uncharacteristic game,
yeah.
But you guys responded really well this past week in the playoffs.
We really did, and, we challenged our kids all week in practice. It's a new season. Anytime that you start the playoffs, it's like everybody's 0-0. And so it was really good. Our kids responded well. We had a really good showing Friday night.
The playoffs are really just a different animal. It's win or go home every game.
Yeah.
When you go out there, win or go home. So how did you guys prepare your team mentally for that challenge, win or go home playoff time?
The biggest thing was we want to keep things as normal as possible for our kids. We didn't want to make it too big or set the stage too high. We just try to keep things as normal as possible and go on business as usual.
Yep. And this was a home game, and like you mentioned, it's really big to play at home, have the home crowd at your back. That's a really big advantage when you're playing at home.
Yeah, it's huge. Anytime we're playing at home, we play really well. We went undefeated in the normal season at home, and our kids love to play at home.
Yep. All right, sweet. So we're going to jump into some of these highlights of the 42-20 victory over Star City. You guys received the opening kickoff, so another chance where you get the ball first and get a chance to put some points on the board early.
Yeah, we kind of started slow as an offense the past few weeks, but to kick things off, really good play right here by Kyler Pfeiffer. Big return, really put us in a really good scoring position. And so right here, we felt really good about getting a score early. Just based off the field position, tried to take a shot right there, just didn't work out for us. But wanted to get the ground game running early as well. Jay Sean Davis with a really good run right there, and then found Jay Sean out in the flats. Really good to score quick. That was one of the biggest things going into this game. Star City, they're going to try to hold on to the football offensively and bleed the clock. It's really big to get up early, make those guys play from behind.
Yeah, a big jump start there from the kickoff return from Kyler Pfeiffer. Good kickoff coverage here from your special teams, and now your defense coming up with their first series of the game.
Yep, our kickoff coverage team has done a great job all season. Really not seeing a lot of big returns on us.
And Star City here, you've talked about it. They're going to just try to keep it on the ground. They're not going to pass it very often. They run the flex bone, so I'm just going to keep it on the ground and try to waste time. Yeah,
that's exactly what they're trying to do, and they're trying to get the ball going downhill. They've got some really good players. They've got some big offensive linemen, as you can see. They're trying to play physical football, and they're good at what they do. They really are. Our defense came to play.
Really good play there by your defense, making the tackle and bringing the running back to the ground.
Really good job right there by Kalen Jones, getting a good, solid wrap-up tackle. Thought we played the ball a lot better in the air. They're not going to throw it much, but when they do, they're trying to create a big play. So we had to be really sound in our pass coverage. Thought we did a great job of that also Friday night.
Yeah, and when you get some stops on first and second down and third and long for them, you kind of put them in a position where they don't want to be in.
That's right.
So here's your offense back on the field, looking to make something happen. Taking a deep shot right here. We saw that route a lot last week, and you guys went to it a couple more times last night.
Yeah, it's just something that we like. We like to do. We want to stretch the defense vertical. We see it right here with Jayshawn Davis. Found a really good matchup that we liked, and we went to it.
So Jayshawn getting loose. The extra point was no good, but you guys still lead 13-0. And you talk about a fast start. You guys got it up 13-0 really early in the game.
Yeah, and that was really key to us. With the progression of the game, getting up early, making Star City play from behind. With that offense that they run, that's really not what they want to do.
Yeah. And they had some pretty talented running backs. They were really kind of strong, and some of them were pretty fast, but they were strong and really a lot of times tough to bring to the ground, as we see a big interception right there.
Yeah, this was huge. Like I said, our pass coverage has been really good. Was really good Friday night. That was one of the things that they try to do, was create some big plays if they were to throw it. So we had to be really sound. Braeden Thomas had a great game Friday night. Made a lot of really good reads, really good throws. He's playing with confidence. You see him right here stepping up, finding an open receiver in the flats, and he's playing with some confidence. It was really nice to see him do that after coming off of last week's performance, which he's played really well all year. He's done a great job, and just excited for him, the senior and the leader that he is for our team, of how he's playing.
So a handoff there to Jayshawn Davis, and he punches it home. So 20-0 up still in the first quarter. You got to be feeling really good up by 3 possessions early.
Yeah, it is, and to me and what we tell our kids, it doesn't matter what the score is. We want to execute our plays. We want to execute at a high level. We're still playing our style of football. As long as we play our style of football, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, and another thing is, when you're playing a team like Star City, when you get up 20-0, it can be tough for them to come back because they don't really have a good passing game, and their game, as we've said, is just keep the ball on the ground and kind of run clock.
Yeah, it's their whole mindset is to run the football. They're not going to throw 4 touchdowns on you, or they might try to create one here or there, but the biggest thing was stopping the run, and then just play sound in the pass game.
So Star City driving a little bit here. Good play there from Latonio Hughes, kind of committing to the quarterback and coming up with the sack.
Yeah, so a really good job right there by Latonio, just not playing timid. Make a decision, let's go with it.
Yeah. And here we see one of the running backs, tough to bring down. As I mentioned, that's a 3rd down play. So it was 3rd and long. They get to a 4th and manageable situation, and then come up with a big 1st down. Yeah,
and we'd like to play a little bit better on 3rd down right there, put us in a better situation on 4th. Yeah. But our defense plays aggressive. They really get to the ball. They do a great job, and Coach Grimmett, the defensive staff, Coach Chandler, Coach Evans do a great job of getting our kids prepared every week. Our defense has played very, very well the entire season.
Good run here by their quarterback, really fighting. So Star City's driving on you. It was boosted by a couple of penalties earlier in the drive, but they're driving right here and looking to make this a 20-7 game.
Yeah, they're doing a good job on this drive. We just got to do a better job of getting the ball carried down, wrapping up right here. Just didn't have anybody responsible for the quarterback backside, just a misassignment.
So 20-6 is the score. PAT is no good, but you guys are getting the bar back, still up 14 points. So, and that was the end of the first quarter, so now we're moving into the second quarter. You guys getting the ball back, looking to respond to their touchdown drive.
Yeah, we still felt good about what we were doing. Our offense is moving well, and excited to get back on the field and do it again.
And we saw Buster have a big game, and here's what we're talking about. He's just so elusive in the pocket. It looks like he was dead to right there, and he gets out and gets a little bit of a gain for you guys. It's just amazing what he can do when he's scrambling.
He is. He's so elusive. It's just really, really great. He's natural at it. Getting out of bad situations. Right here we got Jayshawn out. Just ran a toss, got him outside the box and got him upfield, but wanted to take another shot, just barely missed that one. Really good throw by Buster Thomas again, just fingertip. And then found our matchup with Jayshawn Davis out wide again.
And when you put him out wide, you really like to go to him a lot. You have some matchups. If there's a smaller man on him, you really like that matchup with Jayshawn out wide.
Yeah, we just kind of see how they're playing it. But just how they played us Friday night. We liked our matchup. We took it. We don't always have to throw him vertical. We can do different things with him, but he's great player that we were able to be versatile with. He's a strong runner. He's also out. He's great out in space.
So 27-6, you guys do have the lead. Star City looking to to make something happen and respond a little bit here. Still in the second quarter. Just trying to drive it a little bit. And we saw them pull that guard a lot the other night. When they pull that guard, they're always going to run it to that side.
Yeah, we kind of knew that going into it. Just had to continue to make our reads and react well. That pulling guard, he's a big football player. He's a real good football player. So we knew that we had to handle him.
There you see it again, pulling the guard. That's a great tackle right there. Your defense trying to get him behind the line of scrimmage, but like I said, they're so strong. Sometimes you hit them in the backfield, and they're really good at fighting through the contact.
Yeah, they're really good at what they do. They run the football hard. They keep their legs turning. They get their shoulder pad level low, and they're really hard to bring down.
So that was a big fourth down stop right there for your defense. You guys getting the ball back, and Buster Thomas making a good pass right there. To Alex Loy, and he's really come into his own as the season's come along. I've been really impressed with him and the way he's been able to run after catching the football.
He really does. Alex Loy's played a great season for us so far, and he always comes to work every day in practice, gets better. He's gotten better, through the progression of the season.
Yep. So good spot here for you guys in the red zone, taking a shot to Jayshon Davis in the end zone. They had a good coverage right there. But a good roll out here by Buster Thomas, finding DeMoro, who gets in the end zone, making it 27-6 after the PAT.
Yeah, Preston had another good game Friday night. He's had really good 2 strong weeks for him. Another receiver for us that is playing really well for us. If you look at our stats, we spread the ball around to multiple receivers, multiple nights, and it's kind of what we want to do. We don't want the defense to be able to say, hey, you stop this one player, and then they don't move the football.
Right. Yeah, and your receivers, like we mentioned before, have really come into their own. You said you got a lot of options there for Buster Thompson. He hooks up with all of them on numerous occasions, so yeah, that's big for you guys. Star City trying to move it again here. Defense coming up strong, and they played a really good first half up to this point.
They really did, and our defense has been a really tough defense all year. Right here, we gave up a big play, just a missed assignment. But I thought all night we played downhill hard.
Yep.
You see us a lot of times we've got them wrapped up in the backfield or at the line of scrimmage, and that's what we wanted. Really good job though on defense.
Pitch right there. Would have liked to have had that. It kind of rolled out of bounds a little bit before you could get to it. But here we see a huge play. Ollie Ware had the ball, kind of tipped up in the air, and interception for you guys. Huge play right there going the other way.
Huge play. Second interception of the game. It was really good to see our guys playing well in our pass coverage.
And he received just an outstanding play from Buster Thomas. This is one that needs to go on a highlight reel, more than just the coaches show highlight reel. He needs to put that one and send it out to some college coaches, but that was just an incredible play from Buster Thomas.
Buster Thomas is a great player. He's a special player. As many plays as he makes in a game, he's a humble kid. He's never about himself. He's just a special kid to be able to coach.
Yep, so a huge play there for you guys, kicking the ball back off. Giving it back to him with a little bit more time left in the first half, but your defense coming up big and looking to get into the second half, still with a really big lead and a great first half performance from you guys.
Really good, and I was really proud at how our kids responded coming out of the end of the season, the regular season, entering the playoffs and a play-in game. We didn't really want to be the 5th seed, but just due to the situation of how the season went, that's just what we were. So we challenged our kids, it doesn't matter at this point. It is what it is. Let's come out, let's start out and let's go 1-0 to start playoffs.
So you guys leading 42-6 going into the second half. You got some younger guys into the game defensively and offensively starting the second half with the clock running and the good sportsmanship rule already in effect.
Yeah, in the second half we wanted to get a lot of other guys some playing time, some snaps, get them some experience, especially in a playoff game. That's huge. It gets a lot of different kids reps and some playing experience to move forward. That's another part of the playoffs is getting some of those younger guys some reps and helping them progress as a football player.
So Star City does march down the field and score on their first drive. Makes it 42-13. You guys getting the ball, again, with some younger guys in the game. Tough play right here is Donovan Witten, the new quarterback's trying to kind of evade some defensive lineman and loses the ball, and Star City comes up with it.
Yeah, and he's not gotten a ton of reps at the quarterback spot this season. He's done, he plays mostly on defense. He starts for us on defense, but really wanted to get him a couple reps, trying to get him to progress as a quarterback and get him comfortable.
And this is a big spot here for a lot of younger guys on defense. Trying to get a stop here. Star City's starting with a short field due to the turnover, and it's a big challenge for them. The young guys, playoff game, trying to get a stop here in the second half.
Yeah, this was a big stop for us. Really good job. Proud of our guys, our next group of guys in on defense. They're still playing physical. That was what I talked to them at halftime. Hey, I don't care what the score is. I don't care who's in. If it's the first group, the next group in, doesn't matter. We play our style of football. We want to be physical. We want to get to the football and make plays. So
there's the fourth down stop right there. Big stop for you guys. And here handing it off to Alan Buckley, a guy that really works hard for you guys. And we've seen him have some pretty good runs when he's gotten in some of these games where he's had a chance this season.
He really has. He's progressed so much as a player this season. So proud of him on how hard he's worked and gotten so much better over the year.
So again, the clock's running continuously. The good sportsmanship rules in effect, and now we're in the fourth quarter here, and just trying to get some offensive guys some reps and give them some experience.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do right here. Get some of those younger guys some playoff reps. Right here, just ball gets batted down, but Donovan's making the right read. Just couldn't get the ball to him. I thought we played really well all night. Our second group did try to get. We moved the football a little bit, but. Those game reps are really good and really huge for us.
Yep. Another big run here from Star City, but got to give credit to their running backs once again. And number 15, the running back, was really one of the ones that had a really good night for them.
He really did. He's a really good football player. And our second group in, biggest thing that I want to see out of these guys was play downhill. When you're playing a running team like this, yeah, you've got to understand your reads and react, but we've got to play downhill and go make contact. Right there, just didn't make a play on the ball, resulted in a touchdown for Star City.
So 42-20, you guys getting the ball back, just trying to, again, get some reps, run some time out, and move on to the next round against Mina, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But you got to, feel good about the way your team played on Friday night, and especially coming off a loss against Malvern that was really uncharacteristic, but you guys responded really well.
Yeah, I was very pleased and proud of our guys for how we responded. And really good showing Friday night. A lot of guys got reps and got in the game on Friday, and got some ninth graders in the game as well. So that was huge, just for the entire program to get as many reps as we were able to.
Yeah, and I know Hooten's, you may not look at this that much, but Hooten's had this game as the 4A game of the week, and I think a lot of people were expecting this game to be a lot closer than it was, and you guys really just came out and throttled them in the first half. That's got to be a big confidence booster for you guys moving forward to beat a good team like that.
It is, and we challenge our kids all the time. We don't want to beat ourselves. If we feel like we minimize mistakes and minimize penalties, we feel like we can go really far. But that's the biggest thing is taking care of the football and playing sound in what we do.
And you have to feel like you're battle tested and prepared for really kind of a deep run in the playoffs. After playing in the 7-4A, we've talked about it before, a really tough conference, and a lot of other teams haven't played as good of teams as what you guys have seen in the 7-4A, and it's going to really be beneficial to you guys moving forward in the playoffs.
It is, and especially how we set up our non-conference. We play really good teams in our non-conference going into the 7-4A. Of course, there's a ton of really good football teams in the 7-4A conference, so it's a battle every week. So just like you said, we're battle tested. We feel good. As long as we're playing to our standard, we feel good going into Friday night games.
Yep. All right, sweet. So we're going to move into some of the players of the week, some guys that really shine this week. Offensive player of the game, Buster Thomas had a really big game this week against Star City.
He really did, especially coming off of Malvern. Really good to see him settle in, play with confidence, making the right reads, making great throws. He was 9 of 16, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns. He rushed the ball 3 times for 49 yards and a touchdown. Really good, bounce back performance from him. He's played really well all year. He's the heart and soul of our offense. He's our motor that makes us run.
Defensively, linebacker Alex Turley, 12 tackles and a sack.
Yeah, Alex played a great game all night. Especially against a physical offense like Star City, they're going to run the football downhill at you. He plays at that inside backer spot. 12 tackles, 1 sack. Thought he did a really good job all night, as well as other players on defense, but really big performance by him.
Yep. Special teams, Kyler Pfeiffer, we saw him have the big kickoff return to start the game, really a big jump start for you guys, but also 3 tackles on special teams.
Yeah, he had 3 tackles on special teams as well as that 69-yard return. That return was huge to start the football game for us. We wanted to start fast, and with that first kickoff, it was huge, putting our offense in good position to score. We're really, really proud of how he's playing.
All right, sweet. So Badger Spirit Award as well. I'm going to skip that one. Badger Spirit Award. Braylon Bailey, just a good all-around player for you guys.
Yeah, he really is. I can't say enough about Braylon Bailey. He's one of those guys that if I had, a whole team full of Braylon Baileys, we'd be really good. Mm-hmm. But can't say enough about the kid. He does everything for us. He's on special teams. He's on offense. Sometimes he goes and works on defense a little bit, but willing to do anything for the team. Never about himself. Always, willing to be a team player.
Yep. So looking in the playoffs, you talked about it's a new season, and a lot of people may jump to look at the next round and the round after that,
yeah,
and kind of map out a road through the playoffs. But I've heard you talk about it's really important just take it 1 week at a time.
That's exactly right. In the playoffs, it's win or go home. So it's kind of hard to see past Friday night. Mm-hmm. That's just my view of it. I think if you've got to take care of Friday night, and then everything else will take care of itself.
So talking about Friday night, looking ahead to Mina, the Bearcats, 6-3 on the season, 5-0 in conference play in the 4A4, finished first in that conference. They're a good football team, and it's on the road, so it's going to be a tough game.
That's right. Coach Bentley does a great job over there. They're a really good football team. They won their conference. They're the 1 seed, and it's going to be a battle. It's on the road. Mina's a tough place to play. They're going to be excited to play, a home playoff game. Their kids are going to be ready to play. It's going to be a battle.
And what can we expect from them offensively? What will they run, and what are some looks that they'll give you guys?
Yeah, they're really multiple on offense. They'll get in the shotgun quite a bit, throw it around. They'll also get under center in I formation and do different things. They'll also, they'll run the football out of it, but they'll also do some play action stuff. Mm-hmm. And so they're very multiple. They do a lot of different things.
How about defensively? What can we expect from the Bearcats?
Defensively, they're multiple as well. They base out of a 4-3, but they'll also get into some 3-4 looks and do different things. They'll bring some pressure from the inside backers. They just do different things. Try to give different looks, make you have to prepare for a lot.
And like we said, it is a road game. It's a really tough trip to Mina, really windy roads. Just not a fun trip to make, really. But it's a road game, and you got to be mentally prepared to play on the road in the playoffs.
That's right. We've said it before earlier this season. To go far, you've got to be able to win on the road in big games, and this is going to be one of them. It's a big game on the road. You got to win on the road.
Yep. Sweet. So, Coach, thanks for being with us. We will have all information about Badger Athletics on the APSD_athletics Twitter page and Badger Athletics on Facebook. Ticket information will be there. And if you can't make it to Mina this week, head to arkadelphiabadgertv.com/broadcast, and we'll have the live stream there for you. So, Coach, thanks for being with us again. Hope to see you next week after a big playoff victory. Go Badgers.
Go Badgers.
Sponsors of Inside Badger Football include Chad Kesterson with Shelter Insurance, Southwest Sporting Goods, Taylor King and Associates, Mary and Martha's Florist and Gifts, Price and Company, Doctors Rob and Gary Rucker, Eccles, Thompson and Ebone, Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County, Turner and Turner, Attorneys at Law, EasyBins.com, Blake Bell of Edward Jones Investments, the accounting firm of Turner, Rogers, Manning and Plyler, Welch Funeral Home, Roger Wingfield of State Farm Insurance, and Southern Bancorp. Inside Badger Football is produced each week by Ouachita Baptist University's Rogers Department of Communication.